guys. So I had to use my laptop in another room, so I had it unplugged. So when I went to plug my webcam in, it said not detected. And I'm like, oh, what is wrong with this thing now? You know, it's like, oh, duh, you have to plug it back in. I wanted to give you all an update on me. I have not been making as many videos and live streaming because I've kind of been dealing with some stuff. You know, nothing major, nothing bad, just some adjustments, I guess. Sorry, just some adjustments in life. You know, the baby's schedule has changed, like baby schedules do, so live streaming would be pretty chaotic here, which is why I haven't been on Wednesdays. Plus, it seems like a lot of people have switched to live streaming on Wednesdays. But I am going to do some live streams. They might be a little sporadic at first, but I'm hoping to get a schedule down again. I wanted to update you all on the books. My next book auction is going to be Friday, March 29th at 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Okay, I decided to do it on a Friday because it seems like Saturday is the auction day for everybody and their mother. So I figured a Friday night, we can all have a glass of wine and chill out. And, you know, maybe we'll even call it the Wine Day Auction. And in the meantime, if you are interested, I do have ephemera packs. I have 60 of them. They are $5 a piece. Let's go through one so you can kind of see it. The dates on this stuff range from 19 teens to the 80s. We have some almanac pages. We have a bunch of different size and amounts of book pages ranging from authentically antiqued to a little bit larger with maps and images. This one here comes from a very old book. This one comes from a slightly newer book with pages. This was from a Reader's Digest, actually. The pages are in really good shape. Like, they aren't even a little yellowed. It's like brand new. I got some amazing dictionary pages that feel terrific. They're like silky. Another book, thicker. These are thicker pages. Another old book. These are very thin pages. Hymns. A lot of, I have every pack has hymns. This came from an antique composition book, so the line pages are very yellowed. And this one here happens to have the back cover on it. This one has a little book, The Christmas Ghosts, which includes a little story on very old paper. I'm going to assume this book is probably 1910s, and somebody stitched it, hand-stitched it, but it has cute little illustrations in it. I have old postcards that I'm including. This one happens to have two really pretty postcards. One of them's from this area. Somebody wrote down a quote on this paper. What sort of a world would this world be if everyone in it were just like me? I have a lot of handwritten stuff in these packs. You know, this is a newspaper. Do we have a date on it? I don't know if we have a date. If there's any dates anyplace. Let's look. But this has ads on it, which is what really got me. You could watch Two Girls on Broadway for 15 cents until 5:30, and after 5:30 the tickets are 20 cents. So this is old. They have an air-conditioned theater where you can watch Rocky Mountain Rangers today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this come from a Sunday paper, obviously. But that's old. This is an old envelope with a pretty round 5-cent stamp on it. And I left the letter in it, apparently. You can have this beautiful, this is like a linen paper. This has a letterhead and it's typed from a typewriter. So you can have that. All the packs are different. I'm not going to guarantee this is the one you're going to get. But they all have similar things in it. Ugh, which side here am I sticking this in? Both sides of this envelope are open, so if you have a problem with two ends being open, then you're going to have to cry. This is a 1980s newspaper. I just threw it in there because of the yellowing and the, nice, it would make nice ephemera, I think. It would make nice little pieces. So that is like an example of what you're going to get. I can't guarantee this is the one you're going to get because, like I said, I have 60, Lillian, quiet please. I have 60 packs and they're all different. So, but that's an example. You are going to get a lot of old stuff and you are going to get some stuff from like the 80s. I can guarantee both of those things. But like this package here, I have an old calendar page in it and, some book pages and some, they all have hymn pages in it. I just had a lot of hymn books, so I put a lot of hymn pages. This has a big variety of book pages in it, different fonts, dictionary pages, pages from some really old books, so you will get a variety. You will definitely get a variety of stuff. I have like between 5 and 20 book pages from each book in there. So you will have a good variety of pages from each book, and each pack there's well over 100 pieces. There's probably close to like 150 to 200 pieces in each package. So that's the auction, and in the auction I'm going to have this gorgeous Charles Dickens book. You can see it still has a little bit of the gold, and the design is just, it's like a hint of a design on this front cover. And the spine is still pretty nice. It's got a little bit of tearing down here, but the pages are like stunning. Oh, this is 1800s. Got a little bit, it got wet right there, but, and one of the pages here is falling out, but I grabbed this one because of the cover. I just love this green. It's like a forest green. I love this green. And this one was copywritten. This one was copywritten. I know I saw it when I grabbed it. I saw a date someplace. Well, that picture's from 1870. Maybe that's what I saw. The pages are fragile. You can feel, see that? I just kind of ripped that a little bit more. Oops. So that must have been the date that I saw, but this is definitely in 1800s. This is definitely late 1800s, so this is going to be one of the books that I have. One thing we have to talk about that I guess I should have mentioned in my last auction, I don't handle money being owed very well. Whether I owe money or money is owed to me, I don't handle money being owed very well. And I had to send some reminders out to people to pay their bill, and I gave everybody 7 days. Most of the people doing these auctions give you 48 hours max. Most of the people are 24 hours. Lil. Most of these people are 24 hours tops to send a payment. So I am a bear when it comes to people owing me money, and I'm very sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, but if I had to send you a reminder to pay me last time, I will not be taking any bids from you at this auction. I did get paid. Everybody did pay me. I did not get stiffed, but I will not risk getting stiffed in the future. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hurt people's feelings, but I think that 7 days from the date that I sent you an invoice is plenty of time to pay a bill, and if you can't handle that, then you probably shouldn't be buying stuff at these auctions, and I'm sorry. I'm not taking a risk again. And that is my final decision. Nobody is going to change my mind on that. I worked in the service industry where people did not want to pay their bills, and I got every excuse from someone losing a roof during a hurricane to people claiming their children died when they had no children to begin with. I don't care if your spouse was decapitated. I don't care. You will not be buying from my auctions if you don't pay me. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I'm not a nice person when it comes to money. The second thing I wanted to talk about in this video, which is the fun and exciting part to me, and probably not that fun to people who try and sell ephemera, but I found a terrific ephemera hack. If you are the slightest bit coordinated with a computer, you can print and create all your own ephemera for free. Okay, if you are even the slightest bit. Let me just show you a little example of what I have here. These are stamps and postage. Okay, this came out to a couple of pages. This is 1950s photos. I printed this on 20 pound weight paper. I suggest going a little heavier. They're pretty ink heavy. Alright, so go through these. That's the third page of the 50s. These are gorgeous. I could picture printing them, turning the page this way, and having these at the bottom of each page, you know, and then using those in your journals. Those would be stunning. So I got a few of these. And these are fonts, like a font you use in Microsoft Word, that I downloaded for free. Okay, I downloaded these for free. This is the only one that didn't work, so I went and I updated my software, and it still didn't work. I don't use Microsoft Word. I use a free program called OpenOffice. Some of you might have heard of it. It's a free word processor, and you get spreadsheets and everything else, so I use that instead of paying for the Microsoft. And OpenOffice did not like this. This was called like Vintage Ornaments. But I don't care because there's like 5,000 more vintage ornament fonts that I can use. So I got like a few of these. I tried to do it again. It didn't work. I have keys. You know, 2 pages of keys. Butterflies, which I thought were beautiful. And the thing I like about the butterflies is the regular font was the butterfly. But then the caps lock font was the silhouettes, which I thought was so terrific. And birds. I just printed out a small sample of what I have. And I downloaded the crosses one. I have more of those vintage ones, including frames. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to go answer my phone, so I will be back. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. I don't know where I left off. We're going to talk about fonts. These are fonts. I had no idea they had come this far. I was looking for fonts to print. I got a craft fair coming up. I'm sorry, the baby's awake and she's in here and she's feeling very vocal tonight, so she's like singing all kinds of songs. I have a craft fair coming up, so I have to design everything, you know, business cards and signs, and I did a little bit of graphic design work. I went to school for it, so I can find my way around design work. So I usually do this stuff. I download nice fonts that are free. I get, you know, nice background images or whatever, and I build myself something pretty. The website I used is called dafont, DAFONT.com, and you're going to see a section at the top. It's going to have a bunch of different font options, and where I got all these pictures is called dingbats. They have aliens. They have animals. They have, you know, dinosaurs, Rebecca. They have tons of dinosaurs. They've got butterflies. They have food. They have Asian themed. They have plants and nature. They have, you know, religious material. They have decorative Victorian frames and such. There's nautical stuff. There's celestial stuff, zodiac things. I got food. I have silverware. Oh my God, the list, like this is only a small portion of all that I downloaded. This is a very small amount. I have tons of decorative things like this. Corners, you name it. There are, you know, tons of birds, tons of butterflies, cats. There are characters. There's Disney. There's Star Wars. There's, you know, cars and trucks, the keys. So many things. Like, I think there's one of just doors. I downloaded like 500 of them. There are type keys that I'm going to print on cardstock so that I can make the little, you know, embellishments with keys. There is, I don't know if I said butterflies. There is, sorry, I just washed my hands and I can't stand wet rings. All different kinds of animals. I downloaded circus. I downloaded fairy tale images that I bet you can print out. They don't look good when they're blown up really big, but I bet you could print out small ones like ATC sized and then color them in. There's a few of them like that you could color in. There are some that are called backgrounds that are these gorgeous, like, tangly, designy things that would look great as a journal card. Print them on tea-stained, coffee-stained paper. You know, and they'd look great. I downloaded ice cream ones. Okay? Let me explain to you what I did. I opened up my Word document and I laid them all out. Here, I'm going to use the birds as an example because I have a couple of pages of birds. So on here I have 2 bird pages, right? My printer stinks. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but there's like lines. See the line in the middle of my dodo there? I took my letters across the whole keyboard. I typed a letter and spaced a couple times. Type, space, type, space. Each letter. QWERTYUIOP. Okay? With spaces in between. I adjusted the size to where I wanted. Okay, hold on. Back up. Let's start over. The letters, each one. QWERTYO. Okay? With spaces in between. Then I went through all my symbols. Not all of them. Okay? Not all of them have images for every single key on your keyboard, but some of them do. So then I went through all my symbols and my numbers, and then I capitalized all my letters and did the same thing. Some of them even had a symbol for the space bar, okay, which made it kind of tough for when I spaced, but in those ones I didn't put a space. But the birds I did put a space in between. Then I sized them because I am a no-waste person, so I sized them so they fit the best on the amount of pages that they needed. Okay. This one I could have probably gone to 3 pages bigger to do bigger birds. Whoa, hey. Quiet. To do bigger birds, but I'll use these in collage stuff. You know, I'll use these in nature journals or something. So that is how I did it. Like I said, not all of them. Some of them, there's not even enough images through the lowercase letters. And the only one I had a problem with was that one that I showed you the pictures of that came out a little weird. You know, and like I said, I don't even care because I have a ton of other fonts that are similar. They're similar to this. But you see, it's got pretty little corners, right? Pretty corner, fancy corner. So, but you see, some of them, even the lowercase letters, they didn't have. They didn't have the symbols on this one or an uppercase. You know, some of them they just didn't have. So, and that's across the board. Some of them used up the whole keyboard, you know, including when you hit shift and go across your numbers with the, you know, the @ sign and the pound sign and blah, blah, blah. You know, some of them even went across the whole entire thing. Like the birds did a lot of them. The butterflies did a lot of them. You know, I downloaded one that was, you know, like the typewriter keys with the letters. Well, it was like that, but with numbers. You know, 33, 27, 84. You know, just a whole bunch of random numbers throughout the whole thing, which was pretty cool. So try this. The website gives you instructions on how to download for your computer. I hope and pray that you do not have a dinosaur computer like I do, because let me tell you, I am having a hard time on this thing, which is running really slow. Some of the fonts froze my program, the Open Office, and you know, it's giving me problems with that. So just be mindful when you're doing this. And if you have a font that really screws things up, just delete it. I'm telling you right now, there are so many fonts on there. I didn't even download all the ones that I wanted, because I said to myself, I can't, like, I'm not going to have enough ink. And then you could change the colors. Like, I just did all these in black. And I suggest, like I said, use a heavier weight than 20 weight. Like, look, you can see right through this. And when it first came out, like, the paper was, like, weak, you know? As if it had been wet, because that's what it does. It's like, it was like soap from ink. So be mindful of your ink consumption. I saved all these as documents so I can print them out again. If there's one that you have to have and it slows your computer down, but you can get it all onto a sheet and print it, then do it, and then just make photocopies of that page. You know, and I can't walk you through how to download them onto your computer. It's like really easy. It's really easy on a Windows, and it is really easy on a Mac. I've downloaded fonts onto my Mac. My Mac has about, I bet, 10 or 12,000 fonts, because I had done a lot of designing stuff that required a lot of different fonts. So I probably have about 10 or 12,000. Like when I try and open Photoshop on my Mac, it probably takes like 5 minutes to open it, because of all of the things that I've downloaded into my Photoshop. You know, not just fonts, like other brushes and vectors and, you know, all the Photoshop stuff. So, like I said, this is the website, dafont, DAFONT.com, and it is under the section Dingbats, and it has a whole bunch of subcategories. Horror, you know, Zodiac, there's just tons of categories. So I really suggest doing this to get yourself some free ephemera or some free collage bits. You know, there was like Hello Kitty stuff. There's a ton of collage stuff. I love like these 1950s images. Those are so great. Those are so great. You know, you remember seeing these in ads. Like, I remember seeing these people. You know, this little guy here with a newspaper, and you remember seeing these advertisements. And these stamps are so great. I love these stamps. These would look great on some coffee dyed paper. I mean, I'm still going to use these. But as you can see, some of the symbols... Oh, this is that crappy font again. The one that didn't work. You know, these butterflies are so gorgeous. I love the silhouette butterflies. And there's unicorns, Elizabeth Brewer. There's a unicorn font. Like, I downloaded a ton of them with other people in mind. So I might be printing some out on some fancy, you know, colored cardstock and mailing it, you know, mailing some Happy Mail to people. Because I have some Happy Mail envelopes put aside for some people anyway. So I might be sending some out to some of my YouTube friends. You might be seeing packages from me. But as you can hear in the background, it's officially becoming a zoo in my crafty space, so I'm going to have to call it a night. And I hope to see you all at my auction. I hope I didn't offend anybody. I'm sorry, but when it comes to money, I don't really care if I offended anybody. That's just how it is. That is just how it's going to be. I still love you all, and I still want you all to be my friends. And I hope to see you at the auction. I might have a few other things coming up in the auction. I don't know where I put them, because I cleaned my space recently and I put like a whole bunch of stuff in random places, but I got some really cute 1950s, they're probably early 60s, I would say, and they're like little flashcards, and they're in their own little plastic case, which is like, they're just adorable. You know, I'm going to have Reader's Digest, and I'm going to have, I might do my little golden books, and I'm going to have some more textbooks, and some more gorgeous covers, and, you know, here, just a tease. Ooh, Charles Dickens! Charles Dickens! You can't see it in the picture, but you can see you can still see the embossing in the spine, which is gorgeous. So, you know, I'm going to have similar books, and, you know, I might do a couple giveaways. I have some crafty stuff. I have some stamps and things that I want to get rid of. So you might be seeing some of that, but I'm going to be doing some glue book videos because I really got to take a break from all my craft fair stuff. So you'll probably be seeing some videos from me this week. Sorry I haven't been around. Like I said, I'm kind of going through some internal changes. But I will be making more videos, and I hope to see you all soon, and I hope to get on and do a live stream soon. That would be a lot of fun. But I would just like to thank you all for being a part of my channel and for being my friends. I like friends. And I want to see what you guys do if you download some of this free ephemera, these fonts, because this stuff is really great. And I will talk to you all later, and I love you, and ta-ta for now.